Hello, friends. I'm Anne. Welcome to your practice today. Today, we are going to be focusing on loving awareness. Just feeling in our bodies, depending on what you have going on, what's going on in the world, that we can get grounded, that we can turn our energy into positivity, and that we can ultimately shine brightly and so we can affect those around us and really share that positive energy with everybody. So, something that we all need a little bit of, and today we're going to get that. Come into a seated space on your mat. Let your hands rest on your thighs. Turn your palms to face down for grounding and close your eyes. You can touch your thumb to your index finger pad if you like, Gyan Mudra, helping positivity stay within the body and draining out anything that feels heavy. As we begin our journey today, let's just take time for a sacred pause. Depending on what you have going on, what's going on in the world, there might be a lot that you're bringing to your practice with. So if you feel like there's a lot of heaviness or a lot of frustration or anger, a lot of decision making, allow yourself to just sit for a moment. Start to notice your breath. Fully arrive to your practice. For our practice today, we're going to use the same intention as each other, and it will be, I am loving awareness. That phrase, originally I heard it from Ram Dass. Just what does that mean to you? I am loving awareness. He has a beautiful sound recording that's really like a meditation, where he repeats that phrase, I am loving awareness. Move your hands right onto your chest, right over your heart. You might be able to feel or hear your heart beating in your chest, but just feel that life force. Starting off with just being grateful that we are here, that we have life, that our body is doing what it needs to do to keep us here on this planet in this time. Just finding gratitude. It's simple. Recognize how lucky you are right now. And just picture inside of your chest a little light turning on. There's a little bit of a glow. That light symbolizes health, trust, love, positivity, vibrance, courage, and so much more. Let that light fill your whole body. When the body feels full, shine that light past your body out into the world around you. Maybe even thinking of somebody or someplace far, far away. Let that light reach them. Take a nice full deep breath in through your nose. And let it out. Let's migrate onto our hands and our knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And I encourage you, maybe even keep the eyes closed. Shins hug down to the ground, melt your heart, gaze forward for your in-breath. Exhale, round, press the earth away. Just move with that light. Inhale, melting your heart. And exhale round. Inhale, melting. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, find neutral in your spine. Tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back into down dog. Just be kind to yourself, pedal out through your legs. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. We have the ability to really keep that light within us shining brightly. It takes work, it takes effort, it takes awareness. It's easy to let our light go out and feel a sense of doom, fear, doubt, anger. So how do you keep it turned on? Well, let's practice. Let's walk our hands back to our feet. Take a forward fold, reach across for opposite elbows. And that practice might be just doing something kind for those around you. That kind of inner circle. Smile at a stranger. Clear out your closet and donate all that stuff that you're not using to somebody who has nothing. Buy somebody a meal. There's all sorts of ways that each of us are capable of doing. Take your hands to the earth. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat or a little bit wider, maybe not as wide. Turn your toes out, heels in Malasana squat. Hands to heart. I like this pose for thinking about that light inside, just letting it kind of shine out through your heart. I know that every time I do one of those little things for somebody, I get so much from it. It was about a week or two ago. I was at the grocery store and there was a guy outside who was asking for money. We see that a lot here in Reno where I live. Hands to the earth, hips up, and walk back into down dog. And keep it wide and stop a little short of your full down dog. And so I went inside, and instead of giving him money, I went inside and I picked out a couple things that I thought he might like. I picked out a cookie, a banana, an apple, something to drink. And when I went back outside, I handed him a little bag. And I just said, here you go. And he was so grateful. And I still, a week and a half later, I'm thinking about that guy. I thought I saw him yesterday when I was driving down the street. Let's take our right hand to our outer left leg. Grab a hold of the outer shin and just give yourself a little twist here. And that might have been the only meal that guy got that day. Might not have been. But I know that I helped a little bit. Somebody who couldn't afford to go in there and buy something. Switch sides. And I'm not trying to say that I'm all great being, but it's just a example of generosity and what you can do. Good. Release that second side. Walk forward, come into a plank pose. Keep your feet wide, take a deep breath, and lower all the way to your belly. Ground your feet. Your feet can stay wide or they can come closer. I'm going to keep mine wide. Come up onto your fingertips and come into a baby cobra. And just really as you lift, pull your heart forward. Pull the heart forward. Feel your back activate. Press down through your legs. Exhale, lower down. Press up onto your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes, head into down dog. Reach your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Beautiful. Step your right foot between your hands. Lower the left knee to the earth. You can pad that knee if you need to. And come up for a crescent. Low crescent. Take your elbows out wide and just open up your heart here. Shine that light through your heart. Maybe you can imagine it going to a place or a person that needs a little TLC today. But just really feel yourself shining brightly for those around you. And really, it's about turning our negative energy into something positive. So it just might be for you. You might not feel like you have enough to give to those around you, but can you lift yourself up? Think of what you do have. Reach your hands up to the sky. Kiss your palms, just seal in the energy. And then exhale, fingers down to the earth or blocks. Shift back, straighten your front leg, flex the toes back and fold in. And as sometimes the world around us is a sad place, there's devastation, there's war, there's anger, there's hate. You just think about, what can you do? Call a friend who you know is affected. Acknowledge what's happening. Help. Sometimes we don't know what to do, you know? We don't want to do anything that is going to hurt somebody, and we don't want to ignore it because that can hurt somebody too, right? Lift the back knee as you rebend your front knee. Ground down through the left hand, right hand reaches up, and just twist. Breathe into finding that rinsing out, the releasing of negative energy as you twist here. Sometimes an exhale is a great way to release heaviness. Circle your right hand to the mat. Step back to plank. Take a deep breath in and lower chaturanga. Elbows in as you lower to your belly. Take that low cobra again. Rise up onto your fingertips. Feet can stay in or they can go wide. Shine your heart forward here. Good. Exhale, lower down, and make your way back into down dog. Left leg to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip up. Left foot steps through, right knee lowers down. Inhale, arms come up, low crescent. Shine the heart open, open up into that cactus shape, and just breathe. Feel safe in your body. Feel safe in your home, whatever situation you're in. Inhale, reach up to the sky, kiss the palms. Exhale, hands to the mat. Shift back, straighten the front leg, flex the ankle, and fold. And if you're just in the middle of a heaviness storm, think about just the things that you do have that make you feel safe and steady and secure, that grounding nature in your body. And let those around you whose lights are shining a little bit brighter lift you up. Rebend your front knee, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Ground down through right palm, reach up through left twist. Rinse out the negative energy. Don't let there be too much room for that heaviness. Don't let yourself carry that burden. You are light. You are love. Go ahead, circle hand down to the mat. Step back to plank and lower chaturanga. Take your baby cobra up on your fingertips. As you lift, pull your heart forward as your elbows reach back. Ground your feet. Good. Exhale. Press back, child's pose. Allow your moment to just settle. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Maybe noticing that your light is glowing a little bit more than when we started. Your energy is either for you, or maybe you're thinking of somewhere, somebody else right now. Feel that connection. Energy knows no boundaries, no walls. Good. Come on up onto your knees. In a moment, we'll do this together. Feel free to watch the first time if you need to. You'll take your hands, interlace your fingers, and open up your heart. And take a deep breath in, full breath out. Good, deep breath in. Hold your breath in at the top. Bring the space where the crown of your head and forehead connect, and slowly reach your knuckles side to side. Not exhaling, but just holding that in-breath. Go for as long as you can, and when you think you need to exhale, come up first, release your hands, and let the breath go. Let's do it together. Hands interlace. Open up your chest. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Hold it in. Forehead to mat. Knuckles back and forth, side to side. If you need to come up, try to do it before you exhale. And when you're ready to, you will come up, release, and let the breath out. And just sit with that energy for a moment. Thinking about the heart, the light. Let's do it one more time. Hands interlace the funny way. Open up your chest, deep breath in. Let it go. One more inhale, hold it in. Bring forehead to the ground, knuckles side to side. We're freeing up any stagnant energy that's sitting in our chest, in our shoulders, in our back. When you're ready to, you come up, release. Bring your hands to your heart again. It's like we got the gunk out of there, right? Can you feel the difference? Down dog. Right leg to the sky, bend your knee, open up your hip. Right foot steps through, warrior two. Front heel to back arch, root down and cartwheel up. Sink down into your legs, reach out long through your arms and just breathe here. We're going to hold the shape of the legs and move the arms a little bit. So as you inhale, turn your palms towards each other and gather positivity. Pull it into your chest. As you exhale, turn your palms out and push away the negative energy. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, gather strength. Pull it in. Exhale, push away any hate. Inhale, gather lightness, pull it in. Exhale, push away darkness. Glance towards the front arm. Extend your body forward and bring your right forearm onto your thigh. Extend your left arm up and over your ear. Turn your right palm to face up and take Gyan Mudra in both hands, thumb touching index finger. Lengthen out through that top arm. Strengthen the back leg even more. Press down through your left pinky toe and lift the inner arch. You can stay here, or you can take your left hand and just take it, tuck it around the lower back and do a half bind. Shining the heart up towards the sky. Let your light shine around you. Let it go through the walls. Let it cross over fields and mountains and lakes and oceans. And let it touch every single person on this planet just a little bit. Relax your head, let your neck open up, heart shining brightly as the tension leaves your body and the strength really sets in. Feel powerful in this moment. Take another breath, release your left arm up and over your ear. Good, circle your hand down inside of your right foot. Right hand down inside of right foot. You're wiggling your right foot to the right. And we set the left knee down and back for lizard stretch. You can be up on blocks, or you can simply lower down to your forearms. Go as little or as deep as you like. Allow yourself to open up the hips. Clear out any worry, any self-doubt leaves the body. Today's practice is really about finding that positive energy, clearing space, and finding that loving awareness within you. Good. Crawl back up onto your hands if you're on your forearms. Turn your right foot out just a little bit. Push down into your left hand, and then right hand comes onto the right thigh. Allow yourself to roll to the outer edge of that foot and go a little deeper in the hip. Really lift up out of your left shoulder. This might be enough for you. It probably is for me. If you'd like to go deeper, you can bend the back leg, reach for the instep of the foot, and take your last few breaths here. I think I'm going to try it. I'm really tight in my quads today for whatever reason. Heart is shining open. Relax your neck. Let it go. Good. Hand and foot release. Bring your hand to the ground. Wiggle your right foot back in just a little bit. Lift up the back left knee. Ground down through the left hand. Right hand reaches up. And then we're going to walk that right foot back and turn all 10 toes to face the right side of our mat. Take your hips, let them dip low, and reach back through your right hand. Good. Press down through the left arm, lift the hips up, and shine the top right arm all the way up and over the ear. Let's take that Gyan Mudra in the hand again, just to stay connected. Dip the hips low. Good. And inhale, lift the hips up. We've got one more, friends. Dip the hips low. Good. Lift the hips up. Take your hand down inside of the right foot. We're going to walk around to the left. You might have to move your feet a little bit. Bend your left leg and find Skandasana. Good. Inhale through center. Bend your right leg, Skandasana. The heels are slightly in, toes are slightly out. One more time. Center, bend, and Skandasana. Good. Center, bend, and Skandasana. Pause in the center, toes in, heels out. Let your head come down. As your head comes down, hands interlace behind your back and reach knuckles to the sky. Find 3 full deep breaths here. Strong legs, relaxing any tension, letting it dump out through the crown of the head. Good. Release fingers to the ground. Lift your heart. Walk back around to the front. Palms are flat. Step back, down dog. Optional vinyasa here. You can use your cobra or take it deeper for up dog. You come forward, plank. Exhale halfway or all the way. Up dog or cobra. If you're in up dog, thighs are lifted, knees are lifted, heart shining forward. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to sky, bend knee, open up hip. Exhale, step through. Right heel roots as you rise up, warrior 2. Our journey continues through that second side. So as we start out here, we're thinking about moving energy. Inhale, turn your palms in and gather in what you need today. Maybe eyes are closed. Palms turn out. Exhale, push away the stuff that isn't serving your purpose. Inhale, gather in courage. Exhale, push away fear. Inhale, strength. Exhale, release weakness. Gaze out over that front left hand, lengthen your torso forward, and then draw your forearm onto your thigh. Palm turns up. Find that place where you can balance. Extend your right arm, up and over your ear. Gyan mudra in both hands. So thumb touching index finger. Strengthen the back leg. Lengthen out through your top lifted right arm. And then open up your chest here. Maybe the head hangs. Maybe it looks under. That's not as important right now. Feel your heart shining out. That light inside growing. You're strong, you're stable, you're supported. And you either stay here or you wrap your right arm now around your lower back, getting a little bit more shoulder and heart opening. Make that back leg extra strong. Think about pressing down through the pinky toe side of your back right foot and lifting the inner arch. Spread your toes out. Mine were getting a little grippy there. And breathe. Heart is open, mind is open. We are open to receive, but we are also shining so brightly with our energy. Release your right arm up, circle your hand down inside of your foot, wiggle your left foot to the left, lengthen back through your right knee as you set it down. You can again stay on your hands, use blocks, or lower down to forearms, lizard stretch. And as we find that balance between awareness, strength, grounding, try to stay connected to that. Your mind might start to wander. You bring in that phrase, I am loving awareness. The power of thought. Our thoughts can really change the way we feel. Have you ever heard that thing that if you think you're getting sick and you say, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, well, yeah, you're going to be sick. And if you think you're getting sick and you say, no, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, you might just turn that corner. Crawl back up onto your hands. Lean into your right hand. Let yourself roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Bring your left hand up onto the left thigh, right by the knee, and roll your heart open. Press down through that right hand so your chest can really shine open here. Pull the belly muscles in, support your lower back. Breathe. You can add the bend of the back leg, reach for the inner arch of the foot. Heart shines open. If that doesn't work for you today, don't do that part. There's a little bit for all. We move slow, precise, we're aware, we're present. We're moving with purpose. Good. Hand on foot, release. Hand to the ground, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and you're crawling around to the right side of your mat. You might have to move your feet a little bit. Toes slightly out, bend your back right leg, Skandasana. Heels stay grounded, feet stay grounded. Inhale through center, bend your left leg, Skandasana. Let's do one more time each side. Inhale as you pass through center and exhale, bend. Beautiful. Inhale, center, exhale, bend. Come back to center, toes in a little, heels out, lengthen and fold. Maybe taking hands to outer ankles, maybe taking hands behind back knuckles, reaching to sky, or third option, taking a headstand if you have that practice. If you're able to, bring your forearms down. Let's take Shavasana, tripods available as well. Make that little basket with your hands. Elbows are no wider than shoulders. Head presses to the earth as you let your heels get light. And you slowly straddle up. Bring the legs together. Reach the feet to the sky. You can half flex, half point. Spread your toes out. I like to imagine I'm shooting energy up and I'm grounding energy down. I'm spreading it out. I'm the bridge between grounded and being in that enlightenment, that light, clear space. Can you be the bridge? If you're upside down, start to straddle back down to the earth, nice and controlled. Land lightly. Hands come to the mat. Walk yourself forward. Find your runner's lunge. Ground down through the right hand. Left hand lifts. And then turn all 10 toes to the left. And you might have to move your left foot back just a little bit like I did. Start to dip the hips down. Keep buoyancy in your right shoulder as you reach your left hand back. Open up your side body. Good. And then just really lengthen up through the hips as you sweep the left arm all the way to the front of your mat. Good. Exhale, dip. Good. Inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Circle your hand to the ground. Press back, down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Feet are wider, toes out, heels in. Let's come back to Malasana, hands to heart. Connect back to your heart space. Let's turn our palms to our chest. Feel the light inside. Potentially close your eyes if you're comfortable here. Breathe. I am loving awareness. Think of your practice as a time to take a break from the busyness of life, the breath, the poses, how you want to use your mind, right? So we could have just easily have done the exact same physical practice, but have not really thought about the light inside. And I'm hoping that because we talked about it pretty much the whole time today, that you really feel where we started. Let's take a little bit more of a stretch here. So if you need to take a break, take a forward fold at any time. Left arm in front of left thigh, fingers to the left, right hand up. Right hand tucks behind the lower back. Shine your heart open. Be the light. Be the love. And if you want to, you can take a full wrap around your left leg. You don't have to. Breathe here. Think of one thing you are going to do today or tomorrow for somebody else. It can be super little or it can be giant. Switch sides of your heart opening. So fingers, the right arm to the right, left hand up. Tuck left hand behind your back. Take that little half bind or work it into a full wrap here. And just breathe. We have opened the heart. We have opened the hips. We have moved. We have been still. Hopefully you feel like you got a little bit of everything. God, bring hands to heart. Kiss them there one more time. Fingers to the mat. Lift your hips up. Turn your toes forward. Just fold in. Let's take our feet a little closer so they're just a touch wider than hips width. Take your arms around your legs. You can link a couple fingers together. That's how I like to do this. Or grab one hand around the opposite wrist and then just let your back open. Let your head drop. And really here, we're just opening the back of the heart. We're doing this cranial dump. We're releasing any negative thoughts out of the crown of our head. I love this stretch. Let's release our hands. Walk your hands forward. Lower your knees down. Bring your feet around and in front of you. And make your way onto your back. Ground the feet down. Hands reach forward as you roll down with control. Bring your right knee into your chest. Lengthen your left leg forward. And just breathe here. Really find yourself grounding your energy Again, whatever you have been facing, whatever the world has going on, can leave us feeling unstable. So feel the ground below you. Feel that support. You always have it. It's right there. Sometimes we actually just have to lay on the ground to remember we are not going to fall through it. But we are supported. Take your right knee all the way to the mat on the left side. You can place a block below the knee if you're feeling really tight. Reach your right arm over to the right. So again, the right knee is not floating, it's grounded. And maybe gaze to the right if you have it in you. This is a big open twist. It's one more chance to really release from our body anything that is not serving us. Breathe through it, rinse out. Good. Come on back to center. Bring both knees in just to kind of get your back to neutralize, and then keep your left knee in and lengthen your right leg forward. Experience again that grounding feeling, the support you have from Mother Earth. When you've got nobody else, at least you have her. You always have me too. I am here for you. If you need anything, you reach out. Let's take our left knee to the earth all the way on the right side. Sometimes you have to scoot the hip under or put support below the knee. Reach the left arm back to the left. Maybe you're gazing to the left. Maybe you're even taking that Gyan Mudra in your hands. Any opportunity where your hands are free, you can use that mudra just to keep the positive energy within and to drain the stuff that isn't working anymore. The old habits, the thoughts, the feelings, the physicalness, whatever isn't working, let's work on letting it go. We are funny as humans. I feel like we're the only species really that is constantly swimming upstream. But can we be more like a river and go where we're supposed to go? Let things be fluid instead of stagnant. Come on back to center. Bring both knees in, widen your knees, hands will interlace on the outer edges of your feet, the feet together, and find your Baddha Konasana on your back. Feel a sense of settling here, of stillness, of slowness. God, bring your knees in, give yourself a hug. Thank you for practicing today. I thank you too. And then stretch out onto your back. And find any props you need for your Shavasana. We'll bring our feet at least as wide as your hips, if not wider. And then today, let's just rest our hands on our heart, both hands. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Take a deep breath in. Let go with the exhale. And in your mind, say to yourself, I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. Let the effort of your practice go. You are loving awareness. Some days we really feel like we are, and some days we feel as far away from that as humanly possible, but we are always having a human experience. Don't be too hard on yourself. Do what you can to shine your light brightly to those around you, near and far. Help where you can help. Listen where you can listen. Do where you can do. Be a part of this world in a positive way. Spread your positive energy. Share it with those who are in your inner circle, but also bounce it out to those that you might not even know. Energy knows no boundaries. Take a little deeper breath in through your nose. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and stretch your arms over your head. And as you move out of the Shavasana, it's like a rebirth. So only take with you what serves you, leave the rest behind. Bend your knees, roll to one side, pause in that fetal position for a moment, a place of rebirth. Grow into the person you want to be. Leave the shell of yourself, the stuff that isn't working, on the mat. Let's come up to a seat. Go back to the place you started. The only difference is your hands are facing the sky, thumb touching index finger, and just receive for a moment. You showed up, you are here, you are special, you are the light. And one more time, I am loving awareness because you are. I thank you for being here. May the divine in me greet and honor the divine in you. So happy to share this practice with you. I'm Anne. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all the things. Help me grow my community here. I love being here. I love your feedback, so leave me a comment, and I hope to see you again real soon. Thanks for joining. Namaste.